Hello, Adam Hernandez here, fellow crew fan and Columbus-based artist, muralist, and designer. When I'm not making art, I'm looking at art. And when I'm looking at art, I want it to come to life. That's why I made my new augmented reality prints. What's an augmented reality print, you may ask? Well, I make my really cool psychedelic art come to life in the palm of your hand. Check out my website, ahernandezart.com, or at ahernandezart to learn more. They're really rad. ahernandezart.
So far, the crew has cleared every hurdle naysayers have placed in their way. Columbus would be home to one of the 10 inaugural teams. Columbus has outperformed much larger cities. The true success indicator has been from the fans.
Well, it's going night out.
Hello and welcome to the Upper 90 Club. We are a round table podcast that talks about the Columbus Crew. I'm not your host, Mars. I'm sorry. Mars is... Does anybody know where Mars is at?
I don't know.
Nope.
He's very secretive.
He's a secret boy.
AFK.
He's JFK?
I don't know if I
AFK away from the keyboard. No,
It was
I totally
seen on
got
the
it.
airport on the direct flight to London.
Probably going to visit our secret special guest. But before we get into our secret special guest, we're also missing Trey, and he's going to pop in at any minute, and I have no control over his life. But we have Haas, Superfan Mort, and let's see if the listeners can guess our secret guest. First, he's a Tottenham fan, a lot like myself. It's like looking in the mirror. So he's sad. He's a sad boy. Second, he runs a podcast new to crew, but some would argue he's not that new to crew anymore. Third, he's the main character in Pete the Cat. We've got Peter Brown. How are you doing, Pete?
I'm doing pretty well, Ben. Thanks for having me on. I do run a podcast, but I haven't run that podcast for half a season now.
And this
But
is
we
what
will-
was frustrating for me. I was like, where is it? I was like, Peter, you alive?
I gave up on podding when Crew gave up this season. I think it was around about the same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that kind of hurts. It's awesome to have you on because we've been trying to have you on for I mean it's been probably 2 years, honestly. Year before you even left for Indiana. I was like, come on, but schedules never line up. New baby, moving, but this is more of a us trying to get you to come back to Columbus because
I always had a reason not to come on. I couldn't think of a reason tonight, so I had to say yes.
you're like, I've got oh no, I was
Yeah.
like, I know you don't have anything. It's Thanksgiving week.
yeah, I know. And new baby, you have tip of the hat.
Not new baby anymore.
The new baby's 20 months now, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's much
Do you-
more
oh,
than
so
any
you're
of my
still, but you're still
models.
in months.
Oh, we're still in the months. We're still in the months.
20 months? That's almost 2 years. When do you stop? When do you stop
math
doing
work,
months
man.
and start doing?
I think
Years.
when you have to pay to get her into the games. Until then, it's months.
Then I'm going to be like, yeah, my daughter, she's 107 months, so she's coming into the game. Go ahead through the little thing if you've got some stuff. All right. Well, it's been dude. This has been all right. No, let's start out positive. A lot of news going on, a lot of stuff going on in Crew World. Something that's adjacent to Crew World was the playoffs. Now, we are no longer in the playoffs, and that sucks. I didn't get to talk about all this stuff, so I've got a lot to say. And Pete wasn't on last week, so Pete's got a lot to say about what you guys were talking about. But we did all watch the Cincinnati at home Miami game. And we're all smiling. I mean, dude, can you?
I'm half smiling.
You're
Yeah, it's kind of like
I wanted both teams to lose.
I wish they played somebody else and they both lost. But hey, if this is the best option,
I mean, rooting for Miami felt gross. Like I took a shower and a bath afterwards. Like I didn't love it, but like it was very much like, because I didn't get to talk last week. Pete, where were you at on this? Were you like, man, I want Miami or Cincinnati? Like, where's the hate? Where's the hate lie?
I said to my wife watching, I said, I don't know where to go with this game, but the
Yeah.
second Miami scored the first goal, I said, this would be great if they hit 4 or 5 here. And I think
That's
once
right.
that first goal went in, that
100%.
was it. I was all in.
I think a part of it is the fact that Miami's kind of expected, like with the squad and Messi and all that, expect to go the way. So you kind of can't fight it the same way. You can hate it, but you can fight it. But at least Cincy, you'd be like, yeah, you don't want to give them the pleasure. Because
Yeah.
Miami can look at it was like, we're only good. We only had fans because of Messi.
I think the problem now, though, is that if I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to host all the way to the final.
They
So
are.
because Philly lost,
Right.
so I was kind of like Hors, you just said you wanted both teams to lose. But then I was thinking, if Miami get through this round, then they'll probably go to Philadelphia in the next, and that's when they could drop out. But now with home ties the whole way, I think they're going to be heavy
Yeah,
favorites.
I guess always is technically one game, and it depends
Yeah.
then at Vancouver.
Well, right.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
Vancouver
host the
must
final
be.
against.
I think they would.
Yeah.
I think they host either way if they get to the
Yeah,
final.
Vancouver's out.
Vancouver was
No,
the one
Vancouver's
seed.
in. Yeah, Vancouver is in. Never mind.
Oh, am I wrong then? So they don't host the final.
And San
Yeah.
Diego's the one seed in the West. So
Yeah.
wouldn't they both host?
Yes, I think so. So it depends on
Then just
tonight.
disregard everything I said. This is still on. It's still great.
Well, in your defense, you haven't potted for 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
This
you
is an
know what?
intervention.
And you have to remember, we're always right about our stats. We're never wrong. That's never happened.
Oh
So-
my goodness, we have a boy has entered. I wish I would have said that different. All right, Trey, how are we doing tonight? Welcome. Welcome
happy-
to the talk of Cincy Miami, which we're all
Dude, that was a great game. I really enjoyed watching Cincinnati get the shit kicked out of them
oh, it's
by Messi and his band of misfits that one of them didn't play. So it's
Oh.
fine. It's cool.
all the
They look terrible. Hagelin looked whatever.
Well,
The fighter played. He just didn't start.
The game was practically over by the time that he came in.
yeah, that's also true. Yeah, we were talking. We're like, I didn't know
Little
who
baby
to
boy.
really root for. And Pete's like, yeah, as soon as Messi scored, it just felt like, oh man, I hope they win like 4 or 5-0. And I was like, yes, that is exactly the mindset I had. I was like, I don't know if I want Cincy. And then it was like, oh, he scored. I was like, I hope they get embarrassed. I mean, when they look back,
that
at
was the
this,
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted them both to lose, but as soon as one started beating up on the other one, it was like, all right, I'm going to cheer for that one.
yeah,
It was
I
like
wanted to get
two kids
that.
you don't like that fight each other, and you're like, should I? No, okay, I'm gonna root. Oh, that guy's gonna win.
Yeah. Oh man, it was great. I mean, like I said, I started like half an hour in, and I was just like,
But arguably one of the worst games of the weekend, minus the 4 goals.
And,
I mean,
Philly NYC was terrible.
Oh,
yeah, it was bad.
oh my God.
The Vancouver game was phenomenal.
Great,
Yep.
absolutely
And
great game.
The game,
Okay, so we
the game
love-
tonight that
We
is
love
on
the
that.
West right now, right? We're going to be loving on the West. and hating on the East.
Until I recently found out 5 minutes ago that Miami would have home field advantage
all the way.
all the way.
Yeah.
I was so excited to watch them play against Vancouver in Vancouver on turf. I was
A part of me is just happy that a team that plays on turf is not hosting. Have we ever have an MLS Cup been
No.
played on turf?
I'd have to go back
Seattle
and check.
hasn't hosted.
Should it
No,
be on a
I
neutral
think
site?
I think when they were playing, it might have been a neutral
yes,
site.
yes. So
08 was the neutral site, and we played New York
right.
Red Bull in the
it
final.
should not. No,
Yeah.
it should not be neutral. My only thought is when NYCFC won against Seattle a few years ago. I think it was either Seattle or Portland. I don't remember which one it was though.
How funny
I think-
would it be?
Wait,
if
hold on.
NYCFC
New York
was
beats-
hosting the final.
It was with Drew. Was it LAFC?
In a baseball stadium.
No. It was the one where the coach like stripped down after the game. Was it Ronnie Dyla? Is that who it was?
Yeah, that's a Norwegian thing to do.
Speaking of saunas, off air.
And talking about Celtic coach.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there yet, Mort. We're not gonna have the sadness.
Yeah, 2021 they played Portland, and So
I think there should be an asterisk. Be like the highest rated team will host unless you play on turf. Then F you. I mean, like
in general, you shouldn't play against her. I mean, that's what the LAFC goalkeeper was saying, which is who, Pete?
Hugo Lloris.
That's right. Who plays
Spurs legend?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Our team's
Is
terrible.
The Fort Lauderdale field
Get
that
a
Miami
room,
plays
dudes.
on real grass?
yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's the best high school stadium in Fort Lauderdale.
I was going to say, what's that joke of a stadium called?
I don't know.
Chase Bank Field or something?
Right, Bud P. Field.
Well, it was drive something, but yeah, I think it is Chase.
No way to know.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Chase Stadium.
Well, all right, let's get in. That was fun. But now it's time for the sadness. So it looks like Nancy is...
No, you shut your mouth.
I don't know, man.
Shut up.
So I listened to the pod last week. I edited the pod last week. What was your general take of whether or not he was going to leave? I can't remember. I think it was like... I know we had talked about...
General take was he was gone.
Dang.
But it's also all rumors. I mean,
I think Mars had the best point
at the time.
When your guys already started talking to somebody else, it's over, right?
Yeah.
The second is like pretty publicly going and talking to another club, it's over.
Yeah, he already had his Tinder profile filled out.
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
Tinder profile. He's swiping. You know, like
he's like, ooh, UEFA. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Scotland.
Like, ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
And you touched
Look
briefly
at that
last
Scottish farmer.
Scottish mingle.
Scottish farmers only.
I think you guys talked about we went through, we're like, oh yeah, this is a good stepping stone. And then we actually looked at the coaches from Celtic and we're like,
it's a terrible stepping
They don't
stone.
go anywhere. Like none of the coaches have done anything. And like, as Pete and I know, Pete, go ahead. Who came from Celtic?
Well, Big Ange came in and won us our first trophy in a long time, to be fair.
Dude,
it was a big stepping stone.
Yeah.
I mean, he also took us down to the lowest, our lowest point.
He's got all kinds of job after that, and they last for like 2 months at a time.
Hey, Morton, do you remember what big trophy that was? Was it a big trophy they won? Or was it just a trophy?
It was a trophy.
I think it was a trophy.
Yeah.
When's the last time United won a trophy?
Well, we didn't win that one against you, so
we said you can have it. We're not good enough. We're not good enough to play in the Champions League, anyways.
Yeah,
neither are they.
Yeah, that's also true.
That's the point.
It's okay. One of us didn't lose to Everton this week, so go ahead.
Oh God.
Yeah, 10 people. Yeah, we talked about that before we even came on.
Okay.
So it's frustrating now seeing Nancy be like, okay, cool. Yeah, he's already like 1 foot out the door. He was 1 foot out the door when we heard the rumors. Like he's been like, all right, I'm gone. I'm having a hard time with this because I was like, there's no way. Like it doesn't make any sense. Why? Like I feel like he would be poached and go to like Lille or like Lyon or like some mid-table French team or something like that. Like the Scottish league doesn't make
it's
any
just a
sense to me.
We can repeat ourselves and talk about how it's the brand name and everything too, but I believe people put it out there that they were trying to negotiate a contract with Nancy to be making maybe the best paid coach in MLS.
Right.
And he didn't take it.
Right.
So already there's like because he knows probably the buyout is going to be bigger and things like that too. So that in itself means that there's ambition. He's 48. He's hitting his like prime of the coaching career and like how like
that's not the prime of the coaching. That's our age.
No, it's
48 is the prime. I mean,
yeah, 100%. It's prime.
I would say it's prime because you have those
Guardiola's 48.
You get credibility, and then you kind of temper off, and you live. Some of the great ones keep getting jobs and kind of coasting on that. But
and that
look
that's
at Mourinho
the thing.
now.
I was going to say Mourinho. I was like, hey.
That's the thing is that if you have the opportunity, especially coming out of MLS, to take one of the biggest jobs in Europe, and I'm not talking like it is one of the biggest clubs in all of Europe. It's not a successful club. It's not something we view as a good stepping stone.
It's like America.
All
we
this other
talked
stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's the Cowboys. It's the Yankees.
Actually,
That's what we're talking about.
Less competition.
Yeah, they win stuff. That's the difference. They win
just
the league.
beat up on their own.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Like, but that's the level we're talking about. Like, it doesn't matter whether or not it is good, quote unquote, for his career. At the end of the day, it will be a good stepping whatever for him.
Yeah.
He's going to go. He's going to make a lot of money. He's going to make a lot of connections.
Sure.
I don't hate him for it. I mean, I would be more upset if he went and actually went to a second division French club.
Oh, sure.
Well,
something that I would view as lesser than an MLS competitive club.
Pete, what do you think? Celtic.
I think, I mean, you guys discussed it last week when you talked about the Scottish League versus MLS and things like that. But to compare the two doesn't make sense, as I think you guys said. But Celtic are a global brand. And I do wonder if there's also an element of Nancy thinking that he's taken this club as far as he can. Like, we've already peaked with Crew over the last few years. Cucho and all those guys moving on is kind of, that was the top point. He may be well aware that he can't keep performing miracles. I keep wanting to bring this up on my pod, which I don't bother doing, so I can't bring it up. We got 54 points this season. That's 3 points less than we got the year we won MLS Cup. And it's regarded as a terrible season. I'm not sure how much further he can take these guys. And it might just be all about timing, to be honest. The other concern, to not be too much of a downer, is he going to want to take any players with him? That could be more of an issue.
You've been on the subreddit.
Yeah,
I have not.
I saw some Celtic players saying, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I think you shared it, Ben, where they said, hey, give us some of these players as well.
Well, and multiple
He's
coaches.
taking coaching staff. Yeah,
Yep.
He that's a part of the thing that is a holdback. There's something about that December 1 date. I think it is some contract related. I don't know the details exactly, but it also declared these contract for 4 people in his crew. No pun intended.
I mean, I think in general, if you're a head coach, you want to bring your people with you. Like, that makes perfect sense. Like, the idea of like, oh, we'll just get the assistant coach next man up is like, if your assistant coach is staying to coach and you leave, like, that just doesn't, it feels yucky. Like, it should be like a collective that goes.
Personally, I'd rather have a clean sweep and start with somebody fresh.
Totally.
Yeah, and because the next person will take his people too. So that's the, you can't keep. I never believe in the like keeping some people around. Like, yes, the back room, things like that makes sense. But
this is just, to me, it's one of those scenarios that it's there's nothing. So we don't have a Caleb Porter situation where he was so bad that he got fired, and I mean deservedly so. We're not talking about somebody else who went within the league to another rival or to another team. We're talking about somebody who is taking a big step. And
it's like Cucho going to Real Betis. It's like, is it the biggest name you can think of? And it's like, no, but
even that though, like, I mean, Real Betis is big, but like if he would have gone to Real Madrid or Barcelona, or
that would have been bananas.
That's what I'm saying. Like one of the top teams in a conference or in the league, like if he's top 3 EPL team or top 2 Spanish league, top, AC Milan, Inter Milan, whatever, Juventus, it's kind of like, okay, like we're sitting here with Cucho going, well, he moved because the Colombian coach told him he should have moved to be able to play more in the World Cup if he wants a chance, yada, yada.
I don't know if I believe that anymore.
No, he can go and play if in front of a crazy fan base, playing one of the biggest league, playing at, we watched him play it at Real Madrid, at Camp Nou, and all the places. Oh yeah, leave. I mean,
oh totally.
God damn it, if you have a chance to do that.
Haven't you guys
I think you're hitting on a good point though, Trey. Like, I don't think, it could be an attractive seat to fill. I kind of want to look at like, I see it this way. He's gone. Let's be real. He's gone.
Yeah,
so
he's gone. At this point, yeah.
So we saw Greg leave for something better, right? He took the national team. right?
He. I mean, yes,
Sure.
He took the
At the
national
time,
team
it was looked as better.
during the saving the crew. It was better, Greg. Don't you bash on my Greg.
Yeah.
Don't you
do it.
bash my Greg.
Don't you bash my Greg.
And well, you had Caleb Porter. That's a different story. But then
He won a
we had
cup.
He won a cup.
Yeah, he won a cup, and then we have
Big
Nancy,
Ange won a cup.
So
Greatest coach of all time.
And it's not a club that is unwilling to spend money. We're not the highest spend, but we are in the top like 30%.
I want to talk about that specifically.
Yeah.
Well, let's just wrap this up and just say, if you've ever dated a girl and it's just not going well, and you know it's going to end at some point, it just hasn't been going well, and she goes and starts dating, and she starts dating somebody that's
me.
like a model and is absolutely like really successful,
I'm a model.
It's
and
like,
you're
I
just
get it.
like,
And they were
I get
clearly
it,
the
like-
reason you're popular and you have cool friends, and,
And it
take
wasn't-
all that away from you.
and it wasn't working. It wasn't working. You knew it wasn't working. You knew it was going to end. You had
Saw
that
those
feeling it
texts
was
with
going to
that other
end.
dude.
And you just let him go gracefully because you're the bigger man, and you just see
Bigger
well,
man as compared to the girlfriend.
The model. The model new boyfriend.
That's why I stopped dating models. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Totally.
So who do we want? What do
Well,
we want?
before we
Because
do
that's-
that, like I have an issue with this that I haven't heard anybody address.
I
Is
want
like,
somebody that's not going to run off with a model.
yeah, no kidding.
ahead.
So he leaves and we're like, okay, cool. But the past 2 years and the rhetoric coming from him and the front office is like, I've got this plan. I've got this like 3 or 4 year plan, and we're in like phase 2 this year, and this is kind of a transition. And then we
Look, a
complain.
squirrel.
he hasn't said that. He hasn't said that all year, pretty much.
Well, so the
hasn't,
issue was
no.
we had the beginning of the year and the middle of the year, and we were complaining about like, what are we doing signing? Like, can we sign somebody? What's going on? And we're looking at it and we're like, well, we tried to figure out previously, like, were the Haslams and Issa in the front office going, you can't sign somebody, because we needed like more people on the wing. We needed more people in the middle. We desperately needed at least one defender, if not 4.
We want to have at least one.
You know what I mean? So like in the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, it's like we only got Wessam. And it's like we were trying to figure out, is that Nancy saying, I want to play with a
also
small
not
group
true.
of
Also
people?
not true.
Well, I mean like what happened there? Like what happened in the past year? The beginning, the first
We got
transfer
two
window,
dogs.
and the second.
We got 2 dogs and a French guy,
Exactly. Like, well, we got a lot of like
Boy.
Montreal
boy.
French boy.
people. Like we got like Lassie, we got Sedek,
Well,
we got.
wait, hold on.
A Sedek
I'm
was-
trying to confuse. I'm trying to figure out like
So you're asking, is
Was it
Nancy leaving
actually the
because we
coach?
didn't give him enough attention and buy him?
we were
enough
trying to
pretty
figure
things?
that out originally. Like why are we not getting the guys we need? And we're like, oh, well, it's Nancy. He only wants like 1 or 2 people because he wants a smaller squad. And now I'm thinking like, what were the Haslams like? Yeah, we're not going to give you the guy. And he's like, all right, cool. Then I'm out.
I really don't think it's that.
I don't think it is either.
Because I have said it a few weeks ago or whatever, but if Wessam doesn't break his foot, you're talking about a guy who scored 3 goals in 5 games.
He's great.
That is what this team needed. Like, we can talk about defense all we want. I mean, our defense was definitely not good enough, but
it wasn't terrible.
it was serviceable. It wasn't terrible, but we couldn't score goals. And, they did get him Wessam. They got him Gas Dog.
I give a pass
but-
for that.
Extend that contract immediately.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
though,
give
is
a pass for that.
I don't think
That
any
was a
of this
bad
has
call.
to do with that. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, the pretty girl came calling and Wilf wanted to go that way.
Gotta stop with the metaphors, guys.
I just do. I'm just so frustrated because I'm like,
Yeah.
we had this, like maybe 2 months ago. It's like we're still in it. And we're like, all right, we have this idea of what we're trying to build, how we're trying to play, like who we're trying to fill. And it's like, all right, cool. We didn't do these things. And then we're sitting here like he leaves. And now I'm looking at the squad going, oh, we don't have anybody. Like, what are we doing? Like,
No, I wouldn't say we don't have anybody, and that's
I don't know, Doug.
is a challenge.
All right.
Back
Now
to
we
metaphors.
can move. I'm just saying I'm frustrated looking at the last year of like we didn't do anything and I thought we were building towards something and now it's like, all right, now we have a new guy. Who do we want to replace him? Like he's gone. I have not heard. I've heard some rumors. I heard like Aris say some stuff about I think Ampadu or something like that. Like
Kwame. He's supposed to go over to Celtic with them.
Yes.
Yeah, which I would assume would be
It was
because he was the
another
interim
that's on
coach.
the roster that A-Race
Right.
was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I would
remember
assume he's
his
gone
name.
with him, right? So like,
Ampadu's the connection, right?
correct.
Yeah,
part
he's
of
the
what
connection. They were talking
Correct.
about that when the little
Facilitated the conversation.
yeah, and that little BBC clip that I shared too, that it was saying that a coach well known to the Celtic fan.
So
is-
my take on this would be, I don't know if you're going to go out and get somebody that's as inventive and different as Wilfred Nancy is.
Probably not
I just
possible.
realistically, not going to happen. I would love to. Man, this is tough because
Right.
if you don't go the retread route, where are you pulling it from? And if you're not retreading somebody from MLS, you're pulling somebody from outside MLS who doesn't understand roster rules, who doesn't understand how this league is different than every other league.
Right.
I do not want to see Josh Williams or Pipa
No,
or Courtois.
I disagree.
I
the
want to
last
see
one.
Courtois.
Yeah, he did really well up there with
No,
us.
Montreal does not count as being.
No, Saputo. I agree. Saputo's trash.
Yeah.
But
So did Nazi. Nazi
You
like
know
did
when
not do well up there.
He had a better record than the previous coach, and the coach that came after him in the season he got. He got let off after 5 games of the season, 5 away games.
Right.
3 of them were one goal losses and a tie or something like that. And then he got let go before the first home game of the season. He didn't last the
It was
first
a
home
joke.
game.
That was
And I looked at the squad. They have one guy that has had a $2 million contract that didn't play. The next guy up had like 500,000.
that's
So if
fine.
you look at that squad he was
I'll
playing
take
with, was
500,000.
like it was like
That's
an
fine. He
MLS
won in
Next.
Columbus with a stacked roster, a really, really stacked roster.
Sure. I agree he's unproven, but I will say we talked to Micheletto when he left and went to New Mexico, and he had glowing things to say about him. He plays the basic same style, the 3 in the back, and he like the way he plays. 'Cause I'm a big Courtois fan, so like. They do the 3 in the back, and it's used like 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 or something like that. But he has a thing where it's like if you lose the ball, you go get it. So it's a mesh of what Nancy was doing, and then like the Red Bull lead system of like constant pressure.
Leeds. Okay, I changed my mind.
I know.
You said
Well,
Leeds.
he
lost me.
You gonna go
always would
after?
say,
You gonna go after Aronson next?
Yeah,
Cool.
Brandon
I'll totally
Harrison
watch
just
it.
running around aimlessly doing havoc. No point in playing.
No,
Okay,
I'd
I'll change my
rather-
mind. Anybody else got somebody?
I mean, so the two that are probably going to come up,
Curtin.
the biggest are Jim Curtin
Yeah.
and, oh good Lord, what's Peter Vermees?
Oh God, I will
God.
absolutely die. I will get rid of my season ticket if we put in.
I'm
bring in
just
people.
saying, you know that those are going to be two names that come up.
Oh my God,
You
will
have
die.
2 coaches that have coached in the league for buku number of years.
Yeah, one has proven winner. One is a proven loser.
Vermees is not that
You're a
terrible. I
proven
mean,
loser.
I
Okay,
do
when
not.
was
I'm
Kansas
not. I'm
City
not
last
saying hire
time?
him. I'm not saying hire him. I'm just saying.
Curtin sounds fun.
Yes,
So
I think Jim Curtin would be a good person to bring in. He's going to win games.
It's kind of a.
He'll win
oh,
games.
So my question. All right. So
I know. He's not the pretty girl. I
let's
get it,
pivot.
Morton.
So-
I get it.
all right.
Did you say
we're running kind of
pivot?
long. The last thing I want to talk about before we go to break is with Nancy, we had a defined style. I would love for the crew to be like, this is our style. Let's hire a coach that fits that style. I feel like if we hire someone like Jim Curtin or somebody that's not in that style, that it resets the whole thing. and it does
Sure.
us as crew fans and the product on the field no good. So like I love what Nancy brought as far as this is how we're going to play, this is how we're going to view the game. Let's find someone to fit that mold. That's why I like Courtois. I don't.
Yeah,
It's not proven,
exactly the same reason I had.
but that's my opinion. What do you guys think, Pete? What do you think?
Can I jump in?
Yeah,
I think it's kind of dangerous to go that route. I agree with you on one hand. I think my knowledge is limited compared to you guys with Courtois, and the backstory of Crew. But if I bring this to Premier League for a second, there's a big thing of like the Tottenham way and the West Ham way, and we fixate on this so much. If you bring a new guy in, you've got to let this new guy.
Well, they're national champions.
Yeah.
But West Ham United have a West Ham way. West Ham are one of the worst teams in the Premier League if they're in the Premier League.
Because they can't get out of their own way.
Yeah, exactly that. I think if the right guy comes in, which we won't know until he comes in, you've got to give him that chance to breathe. And the Nancy era is over, right? That's gone. So to try and replicate that with another guy doesn't work, even if Courtois can do that. Do you want to stick with that path, or do you want something new? It's all new. Nagby's gone.
She's saying we got to go from this wonderful, sexy girlfriend to like she's nice.
To the one that's going to have kids with you.
She's nice.
Yeah, that's what you're going for.
Yeah, if we've matured, that maybe
we got to get married.
Yeah.
So the last point I want to talk about as far as coaching is, and this is going to be really hard to say. I look at somebody like Arsenal who hired somebody and was like, we're sticking with this person, and we are going to let him, build this team.
Cook.
And the last couple years, he has built this to where they're at now, and they are solid. And it makes me nervous to be like, all right, we're going to have this guy come in and he's going to play a 4-4-2. And he's going to, he's going to play in transition. And then 3 years later, we fire him, and it's like, all right, we have this guy who's going to play like pressing, like it's going to, like this.
So here's the thing about sports.
We're going to hire people that like.
Yeah, you're going to hire people that aren't doing what you're currently doing.
I don't like it.
I mean, and that's just the thing is that like,
I don't like it.
You have a possibility of like, if the coach that comes in can actually lead the team and win something, then nothing will matter besides that. You win on the field. That's all I care about. I don't care how pretty it is. It's fun to watch, but I don't know how many times and I know Mars was sick of me saying it. How many times did we talk about how great this team was, how statistically dominant this team was, but yet we were losing and tying games? It could be as pretty as it wants to be, but it wasn't successful this season. And
or last
so like,
season.
I don't care as long as we are winning games.
Sure.
Hey, I loved Norway in the 90s, and we were playing some ugly soccer.
Right.
But we were really good at playing ugly
and now
soccer.
You've got
it was kind of like Wimbledon.
Ugly. It's the ugliest person I've ever seen.
It's like it's like the men's national team. It's like the U.S. national team. It's the same thing. Is that we were always known for our grit, our hard work, our determination, playing a 4-4-2, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to outwork you.
Yeah, the Frankie way.
And now we have gotten away from that the last 5-6 years, and we're starting to get that grit back to us a little bit. But it took a coach who came in and rebuilt the program. You just have to trust that the coach that's coming in is going to do the things. And if he's not going to do the things, fire his ass.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like we hired a new coach, trophy. A couple years later, hired a new coach, trophy. Maybe we should hire a trophy and get a new coach. Nailed it. All right. We'll be right back.
This episode of the Upper 90 Club is brought to you, as always, by Supporter Supply Company. Hi, friends. This is your good pal, Morgan Hughes, here to talk to you about a serious issue facing 96% of all crew supporters in Columbus. Why, not enough free shipping, of course. For a limited time now, through the eventual heat death of the universe, Upper 90 Club listeners can use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z on the end of it at checkout for free delivery on absolutely any order over $10. But Morgan, what if I order $10 worth of stickers or those goddamned buttons? or some other combination of small items that make you want to kill yourself, will the free shipping still apply then, even as you curse our family, while you package up our little tiny annoying ass order for us? Of course it will. That's just how much we here at Supporter Supply value our friends at the Upper 90 Club. So head on over to supportersupply.co and use the promo code Upper90Boys, that's boys with a Z, at checkout for free shipping on all your orders over $10. And don't forget to tell them that your friends at the Upper 90 Club sent ya.
All right, let's talk stadium names. We heard kind of today, Mike Arache had tweeted or blue skied something out to the effect that he was talking to sweet, sweet old man Keith Nass. And they had discussed, and I can't tell if this is a troll because it feels like a complete troll, that it was the new stadium will be announced today as you're listening to this, which is tomorrow for us. Scott's Miracle Grow, which
Makes
is
a lot of sense.
Which does make a lot of sense. The irony is that it's Scott's, and our manager just went to Scotland, and it's Scott's with,
Well, it's
Yeah,
also
we got-
Miracle Grow. Like, we're going to make something happen after he leaves, but it's going to be a dud of a year.
Miracle. Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So
Let's keep workshopping that.
yeah, that's kind of what I would think. I mean, what would you call the stadium? Like lower.com, I will say lower.com field is terrible.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
not
it's
great.
so stupid. And like LDC is like also
It
dumb.
grew
It's like,
on
okay,
me over time. Like I'm like, okay, I don't hate it. It just
Sure.
Okay, if we had 3 really bad seasons in a row, we all hate it,
I mean,
right? Because the sound of if we go into a game at lower.com was like, yeah, this is gonna be fun, right?
Yeah, but
we're gonna win.
it's just a company name. Lower.com.
Right.
Like, who says .com? Like,
Yeah, can we get?
That's like
can-
saying
it's a terrible
shouldn't
name.
it have been
Absolutely
www.
Can we get a name that when you find it doesn't create a hyperlink?
//
Yeah.
www. Like they should have gone full idiot if they were going to do it.
we should have a full web address.
I think whoever buys it should just be their web address. Like if it is Miracle Grow, it's https://www.scottsmiraclegrow.org.net. Like I did
Yeah.
Stadium.
crazy. I was asking you guys beforehand, like, I'm trying to think about the other stadiums around the world when you think of, stadiums, like the names and
Bernabeu.
stuff like that. You don't,
Emirates.
Camp
yeah,
Nou
you say
is
the
now-
Emirates, you say like
Yeah,
that.
Camp
Yeah.
Nou is reopening now as Spotify, I think, right?
Right.
Wild.
Dude,
Yeah, stadium
not to
names
get off
aren't a
topic.
thing anymore. It's just
has
whoever's
anybody
paying for it.
has anybody seen the stuff coming out about the Bernabeu where Real Madrid plays?
Well, no.
Okay, you guys need to, after whenever, go check out, anybody listening, go check out Real Madrid's stadium reopening, and it's 1.2 billion, but
yeah,
like
it's a thing.
the field totally shifts down like 60 feet and it rotates and it's all motorized and it's insane.
It's kind of
Literally
like Tottenham
insane.
Kind of like the
Hotspur Stadium.
Tottenham Stadium, no big
Yep,
deal.
I was about to say.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but they did it well. That's the difference.
well, the Tottenham,
It
they
looks insane.
You
got
remember when
the
the Tottenham one
stadium-
came out and they're like, look, the drinks fill from the bottom. It's like, thanks, Tottenham.
Hey, well,
They
welcome
do
to
that.
David
They do
Blaine.
that.
Magnets.
How do they work? No one knows. Magnets.
So back to the lower.com no longer being lower.com.
Yeah, and we kind of knew about this probably over a year ago when like kind of the bubble busted with my neighbor works for LDC. She's higher up and she's just like, yeah, we're going to lose the stadium name. And I was like, oh, weird. I always just, the stadium opened, that was the name. I always say Crew Stadium personally.
Yeah.
Like I never say LDC or lower.com. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Crew Stadium. Like everyone knows that's what it is. I
Disagree.
So you don't say
Yeah.
The
If
old
you're-
stadium
the other one is-
Crew Stadium.
Your old hat.
historical Duncan Ogden Stadium.
historical.
I
Right.
mean,
So-
the old one was Crew Stadium until it became whatever that other mortgage company was.
Mafre. Insurance.
Map free.
Some people have been asking for map free.
No,
I
that-
saw that out there.
Okay.
It would be funny. for
Fine. I understand.
Another one to come in over top.
But-
Right.
well, so
Right.
what would you guys go with if it ends up not being Scott's Miracle Grow Field Turf Stadium?
I was thinking to recent happenings, and I was kind of going for Fireball Fieldhouse. I think would be a kind of a nice one. Can put some fire outside there. Be good for like Hellas.
Fireball local?
No.
No,
Not yet.
all.
Not with that attitude.
It's been causing some controversy, right?
Oh yeah. No, that's a good one. You said he didn't have one. Fireball
It doesn't have
Field.
to be local.
It doesn't have to be local.
Who
Although
owns Fireball? That's actually not a bad shout.
the people with the little dragon as a logo.
Technically not probably alcohol, right? Isn't it just like
It's
sugar
a
water?
liqueur.
Sugar water if it's from a gas station.
Which is the only way I buy my Fireball is from a Speedway. And I think it's delicious. Pete, what's your thought on Fireball?
It's so bad.
Ben,
Oh
how
my
do you not
God.
know this? Ben, how do you not know this?
What do you mean?
Take one guess who owns it.
Anheuser-Busch.
Sazerac.
What?
So weird.
Yeah.
Owns Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
They're
They own it
printing
all.
money over there.
All the good stuff.
Sazerac, wild.
So
Actually, Anheuser-Busch would be good to go to locals.
I am going to stay local with my name for the stadium. And I'm going to go with... So you've got White Castle, who has their headquarters directly
would be
across the
great.
stadium.
Oh, yeah,
And you
across
call the
street.
stadium the Black Keep.
castle.
The Black Keep.
What did you say? Do I
Why
have
don't
to
they
beat
just
that?
Why don't they just repaint it?
The keep is... So the keep
The
of the
White
castle...
Castle.
No. The keep of the
The Black
castle
Castle.
is the strong point. That's the strongest part of the castle.
We were just talking about old time war, and I don't know what the keep is. I actually like that idea. The keep.
It sounds kind of weird, but like when
Also,
you have
Black Castle works.
White Castle, you could call it the keep, but since it's all black anyway, just call it the Black Keep.
The Black Keep sounds racist.
Not like
dangerous.
White Castle.
Yeah.
It sounds like White Castle's getting no recognition out of it.
What about the yellow and black keep?
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh. I like that. I think it would be funny if they just called it the White Castle, but it was all black. they're just like it's the White Castle. It's like, what? White Castle. I genuinely think White Castle would be equal, if not better, than like Barbasol. That was my favorite sponsor of any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Give me the
Barbasol
cheapest
Barina.
Considering
Barbasol Barina. You can't make up words.
the proximity to the headquarters for White
Straight
Castle,
across the
which-
road.
straight across, like it's visible.
White Castle would be.
I just think it would be a cool sponsor that would definitely play into local crew.
But
fandom.
isn't White Castle like bankrupt at this point?
No,
Yeah.
dude, they're totally family owned.
Man, I just had
So
They're
a.
that's-
not making money to pay for a stadium.
Exactly. That's the one thing that challenged. But
Hey,
that
I'm
doesn't
not
matter in
saying
this
mine.
situation.
I'm not saying
Okay,
mine that I'm
neither
about
does
to say
Fireball.
are doing that either.
So I'm going to make a speculation and just say
I
I
like
think
White
they're
Castle.
one of those companies that is like secretly
Super wealthy
flush.
and doing well. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's
But
got to
they
be
just
something like
spend
the
it well.
Slider.
Have you
City or
been to
something
the
like
majority of White Castles?
that. I've only had White Castle 3 times, and one of
Okay,
them was
I-
yesterday.
I love White Castle, but there are quite a few White Castles that are not the newest structures.
I would argue they're all
Like the old headquarters that they
I know
Right.
there was
The old
one
headquarters
White
are
Castle in
so
Westerville.
tight.
It lasted 2 years and then it was gone.
That's because Westerville cops pull over every single person that leaves that restaurant.
Don't get Trey and I started about Westerville cops.
Okay.
They're wonderful. We love
All right.
police.
I've got
But
a local.
We don't
I've got a
love
local
Okay,
police.
idea.
Hoss.
I've got a local idea.
All right, let's go.
How about Bob Caldwell's Crew Cathedral?
Oh, that's a shout.
Wait, hold on. I only
Crew
got the first
Cathedral,
part. What was it?
Brought to you by Bob Caldwell.
I like it.
Jeep, Dodge, Ram,
Wait, hold on.
Chrysler.
I
All right,
don't
so-
just like
so
it. I
for-
love it.
Chrysler
For
Crew.
Pete and the other people who don't know, our friend Justin, that's his
That is a
grandfather,
yes.
is
he-
Bob Caldwell.
Yes.
We only need 8 million
So $8 million for 3 years doesn't sound like that much money.
If we start drinking a Resolute, I think we can make up that money pretty quickly.
Yeah, but he pays for my drinks and like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That about it. That's
So,
why Pete, Pete, you need to join our soccer team and we can.
Ben, do you have a serious one?
Love you.
I'm going to wait for me. Pete, do you have a serious one? I have nothing about me is serious. Pete, do you have any idea?
I had nothing for this. When you said to me we need to talk about stadium rights, I thought it was going to be like a serious conversation about
Definitely
stadium
not.
rights.
No.
The only thing I had was the Columbus Crew Stadium to take the Tottenham Hotspur route.
I like
become
that.
a global brand.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Crucible, but
Ooh, I like
Crucible.
That's
But there's nothing to do with local business.
No. That's
the
just good, though.
Disrespected is naming his podcast The Crucible. For his crew podcast as opposed to his Blue Jackets podcast.
What's his Blue Jackets podcast called?
Who's got Blue Jackets podcast?
It's
A-Race.
Mike A-Race.
A-Race.
He does both. And his website is thedisrespected.com. Shout out Mike A-Race.
Yep.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Get on it, people.
Yeah. So, the Crucible. A Crew Stadium. I really like the idea of the top. Like we lost the Lily White stuff, and it's just like, man, I wish we could just call it Crew Stadium and just like not have to worry about money. But I guess that's not the world we live in.
I did a couple of other ones too, but
hold on, Ben. What's your serious one? We got
my serious one. We have Crew Stadium. Thank you, Haas. He's got the replica of what they were handing out
one too. That's such a cool thing.
It is sweet, man. What happened to that? They're handing out scarves instead.
Yeah. Ooh, hat.
Towels, not scarves.
Oh yeah, towels. Well, they're scarves for tiny humans.
What I was thinking is I was trying to think local, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at like a bird's eye view, and it's kind of like off. The stadium is off Columbus a little bit, and there's like water separating. So I was like, it looks like an island. So I was thinking like, who's local? We have, and we can call it like Les Wexner's Island.
No, you can't. No, it is Les Wexner's. No, dude. It's even better. It is.
I had a list.
It is Les Wexner's. It's Limited presents Epstein's Island.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I just good old Les coming in. I sold that guy a computer. Sweetheart of a dude.
I thought we were gonna go with Tylenol.
No, I couldn't figure it out. The other thing I was thinking is Bath and Body Ground. Because we have Bath and Body here, and I'm trying to find something funny.
No,
for Bath and if you're going to Bath and Body,
I wish we didn't have to go down the corporate route with it. I mean, you're talking about the big things in town are Chase.
Hey,
Limited,
I got a couple more grassroots
AEP.
ideas that.
All right, what you got?
I think we're a little more reject. Hot Chicken Takeover Memorial Stadium.
They just Memorial.
Also, Dirty Frank's House of Footy.
I like it.
Dirty Frank's would have been great. I can't imagine they're profitable, but
And the Jegs High Performance Bowl.
Wild Man Leather and Lace Ground.
I was going on that path. I was thinking Jackhammer, and I was thinking Mac Tools Bowl.
We got to get rid of the jackhammer. Can we all agree on that? Pete, what's your...
I don't have a problem with the jackhammer. I don't, except for when we do it while we're defending and can't hear each other.
I
That is a
just
problem.
wish it was a real jackhammer. Like,
wheel jackhammer.
We couldn't name it after like 71 South or like
could you
270.
hold on? Could you imagine if Portland was out there with a fake saw pretending to cut a tree
That's
and
a good
just
point.
played the
Gotta be
sound
pre-cut to some extent,
of a
right?
chainsaw? We would
I don't
all
know.
like, dude, it would be so bad. That's basically what we do. We use a fake one. We go.
It's like pre-broke. I have
Pre-broken
such an
trunk.
issue with
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like could
they're
you
not
imagine if Portland did it and they had a
they're not
pre-cut tree?
Broke. It's just the
they
fact when
are-
the jackhammer breaks it in
You
two
don't
hits.
think it's pre-broke?
It's
Okay,
not a real cinder block.
Fox News.
No,
Yeah,
the cinder blocks
100%
breaks with...
pre-broke.
No, I don't think it is.
They do break easily, but those things are ready to go.
Yeah, it's like they have it. If you flip it over, come on.
I could
Have
break
you-
that with my foot.
You should have a
I
guy
could
just
maybe
stomping.
hand
So you're just gonna have a guy
You think you
celebrated
can
by a guy
hand
stomping
untrained-
on a brick.
Next year, let's get you out there to see if you can hand chop.
It's Matthew Macchiato.
Can you
Has a better
imagine
chance
we
than
score
my
a
hand.
goal and the camera flashes to Matt and he's just karate chopping it? That's what we should do, is have a karate board and like have the logo and have Matt karate
Set
chop.
it on fire first.
Next season, I'm going to sneak one into every game, and every time we score, I'm going to have you break.
Haas, our challenge for next year is that one of us is going to be able to be by the jackhammer and decide, is it real or not?
It's
Pete, is it real?
I don't think it's real.
That's
think
what
it's
I'm
real.
talking about.
there's no way
It's the
that those
best.
guys are moving a real jackhammer.
Yeah, no, I think it's 100%.
Don't you have to have a license to
Well,
like
it might be
operate one?
both. It might be real, but also synchronized
They
at
have
the same time.
they have a metal plate underneath.
That's all
They
they're
have-
doing is jacking the plate.
They pipe
I don't know
the
if you can say
jacking
that.
through they play a
Having a good
jackhammer
time.
sound.
The jacking it so hard.
Dude, it's all that started because Apple bought the rights and they're like, you guys have to have
Everybody-
a thing. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But I like that I like that everyone here has a thing. That's a good thing.
Our
We're
thing,
hard
I would
hats.
argue,
It
is
is when it's a good thing. When
That's
it's
true.
when it's New England and they're throwing cardboard boxes like it's a tea party.
that, that's my favorite.
That's not good.
Our thing is the Wiseman when they walk out. Like, that is incredibly awesome. Like, I think
don't-
that's like super cool.
Once again, it for me, it's about authenticity. Like, if you're actually going to
Right.
do it. Like, don't.
It's kind of quirky,
The
but at the
box
same time, I
was
like it.
wild.
I have come to love
I
it.
actually like the Magic Nighter thing because it's like
Yeah.
it's fun. Like they play into it. It's fine.
I
Like,
genuinely asked, like, who was the Magic Nighter when I wasn't there. I'm like, who
No idea.
who was the like, and they're like, it was,
I
Bobby-
wasn't in the stadium
Bobby
early
Bowden.
enough.
It was the Eastern
Yeah, don't ever
Conference
ask Haas.
Championship. It was the Eastern Conference Championship. That was such a good troll.
That,
The
For the
Right.
people that
Promote
understood
that
it,
person.
it
Make
was.
that person the coach.
So-
Oh, I don't know. All right, yeah, we're running late.
But
Just
I
point-
am with Pete. I wish it was something simpler like Columbus Crew Stadium or just Crew Stadium or like whatever it may be. Like that would be ideal in my
Columbus
world.
Crew Stadium 2.
The Deuce.
two stadiums.
Like
We got to
something
tell
simple.
everybody that it's our second.
Like it just
I don't
I
love
don't
the
know.
idea of selling it to somebody who's just going to
New
change
to
it. in 2
Crew
years.
Stadium.
so
Yeah,
for
Pete, what
me
are you
it
doing?
kind of goes along
Buy
with
that.
the horseshoe. And
Yeah.
I don't care if they give a corporate sponsor to the shoe.
And they have
That's
recently,
fine.
right?
Yes. But it is still the horseshoe at Ohio Stadium or Ohio Stadium known as the shoe.
I like the
I
Crucible,
wish the
but it's
Crew
too
had
many
the same
syllables.
thing and it was like, Scott's Lawn present or whatever it may be. Just I wish it had an original name that wasn't corporate in nature.
Well, at Kansas City Chiefs, they call it now the GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. And
Really?
by the way, people lost their mind.
They should.
mean,
that's so stupid.
That's
yeah,
terrible.
all stadium names are gone. It's all corporate sponsorship now.
Not all, but it is losing a lot of that authenticity of like the ones that were around. I mean, you still have
Well,
like
that's what all the
Michigan
teams
Stadium.
want. All the teams playing in those stadiums want a corporate sponsorship. So
Well,
whether it
100%,
is
they
or
want
isn't, they want it.
$10 million a year. I mean,
Not even.
Our
Like I said, $8 million for 3 years. I think it is.
I think you
Hmm.
should put the URL of the company, regardless. That should be our thing. Like, whoever buys it, like, cool.
could you imagine?
It's going to
if the
start
roof
with
of-
www dot and then
have to
yourname.com.
say it.
And we just call it the W or something like that. Or like
We got
the
a
dot-
beautiful
we're
day
going to
here
dot
at
com. We're going to dot com.
www.
Yeah.
We're going down to the
AEP.com.
URL tonight.
Or
Just go
URL?
to www.stadium.
I don't know.
I just
Listen,
yeah.
guys.
I would you rather have something like Atlanta has in like where it's Mercedes Benz and there is like 5 other Mercedes Benz stadiums?
Yeah, but that place is a spaceship.
It's also
Yeah,
a
no,
football
I'm not saying
made
it's
for
not
American
cool.
Football.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's when you have that type of a sponsor. I think AT&T has a couple of them as well. I
Honestly,
I
if it's
lean-
local to Columbus, I'm all in. That's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
I
don't
don't-
care.
Yeah, give me a sponsor that's local to Columbus, and that's why I never really liked Mafre. It was a cash grab.
Sure. All
Can
right.
I just be real serious, just quick before we end on that one? Local to Columbus is great, but again, the global brand, you want a name that someone's going to understand from the other side of the world.
Do you think Celtic would buy it?
They
probably have the money.
Yeah. So from that perspective, what is more noticeable in other countries compared to like what we have?
Well, like you've got the Emirates. It's an airline.
Right.
You've got to have big. Even if you had the Southwest
JetBlue?
Stadium, right? Still an airline.
Well, what's the local airline?
Allegiant?
Elite? Is it Allegiant?
No,
Dude,
it's not
Allegiant is tight. I mean,
Net
you have to
Jets.
wear everything.
NetJets. They already sponsor the stadium, I think, in some way.
in the club. Yeah.
Ads.
Yeah.
Well, there is a couple of billion-dollar companies. I mean, one is Limited Brands. Another big one is Nationwide. You've got Chase Bank. You've got Huntington.
Chase would be
They're
fine.
not global brands. So like
Cardinal Health.
Allianz
They're-
have like.
I know
have
they're
those
very
names.
big United States brands. I mean, and that's why I was saying, like, with when you have like Atlanta, the New Orleans Saints,
Qatar
I think
Airways
there's
Stadium.
another one. That's
No
the thing.
oil
is that,
money.
like,
That's kind of where I draw the line.
But, like-
it's like,
well, yeah, but that's why I was mentioning Atlanta, because theirs is Mercedes, and Mercedes is just that. Like
Honda.
where you have
We got a bunch of Honda here.
Honda would be a great one.
Honda would be great.
The Honda House.
There you go.
John,
The Honda Hut?
podcast
House
over.
of Honda.
House of Honda.
Yep. I mean,
Oh, this goes
So-
back to the karate part of it that you were mentioning
Oh
earlier.
my God.
Right? Would it be bad if we just like wore the bandanas like
Yes.
E Honda's house.
The guy from Street Fighter?
Street Fighter. Come on.
Oh, man. All right. Well, hopefully we got to wrap it up. That was perfect. Pete, thank you so much for hopping on and spending all
hey,
this time
thanks for having me,
with us.
guys.
Thanks,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank
Let's
you.
not wait another, how long have we been around? 3-4 years, something like that. We'll have you on before the start of the season to kind of go over this stuff and get New to Crew back going.
We'll do a season 4. Well, I'll try and get past May in the next season. That's my
You
goal.
haven't had any of us on.
No, I haven't. I haven't had anyone on. There's been no
I don't even
podcast.
knew you.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, don't.
I'm signing you all up for next season.
Oh,
We will
we'll talk all
gladly-
sorts of
I've
stuff.
got some experiences. Some of them I can remember and talk about. Some I can't remember.
So I refuse to remember.
I love the game day talk, though.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah. No, we do. I think there will be a season 4, but we'll see. Every year, I'm never sure. The winter break always. By the time it comes around to next February, next March, I'm like, we'll go again. But then I lose enthusiasm.
But you guys are
I'm
like,
not like you guys. You guys are professionals. You know, you know what you're doing.
we're really lonely.
No,
And we're just like, this is our outlet.
this is therapy.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
literal therapy.
Yeah, it starts the week off, really hungover. But
we don't get to hang out. We have kids, or this is the only day that Haas doesn't have a concert. So that's why he has to come on.
if you don't mind, then can I jump in on every pod? I won't be on it. I'll just sit and watch you.
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Yes,
100%.
actually,
I'd appreciate that.
Executive produce. Yeah.
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 But
We don't
you
make
have
any
to,
money, though. So
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Doesn't cost me money to be here. That's fine.
Actually, it costs money to be on here.
Health insurance.
Our benefits are great, though.
Yeah. Well, hopefully New to Crew gets back up and running as soon as possible. I love when you guys just like hang out on the porch or hang out by the fire and talk game day stuff and crew
Thanks,
stuff.
Ben. Appreciate it.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It'll be back. We'll
Best
be
crew
back.
pod, period. But we'll have you back on before the start of the season. The rest of the guys, this is how we end it. First of all, shout out Mark. Hopefully he survived whatever
Whatever he
secretly-
doesn't tell us to be doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. We blew it. But you know what we always say? We got to go crew.
Thanks everyone for joining the club. We hope you'll listen next week and every week, even in the off season, to celebrate or commiserate. We'll save you a seat. If you like this podcast, please give us 5 stars and subscribe. You can email us at upper90clubpod@gmail.com. That's upper90clubpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at upper90clubpod. Go Crew!
The Ancestry.com tests keep changing and telling me I'm more Scandinavian than Scottish.
Well, I told you to stop beating off into cups and sending it to him. That's
It must
not
be
how
Swedish.
it works.
I'm guessing
keep
Swede.
giving me like a few dollars.
Like, this isn't spit.